Okay, Johnny's taking his nap. Let's see what's in the hockey world this morning. Oh my God. Oh my God, Johnny! Johnny, wake up! You're gonna want to see this! Oh my God! Dude, what are you doing? I'm taking my nap. You're gonna want to see this hockey news. It's like, I don't care that you don't have your jersey on. Come dressed as you are. You're gonna want to see this. Oh my God, dude, this better be good. This better be good. Oh, what in the world could possibly be going on that you need to wake me up from my nap to come out and see this? Oh my God. Oh, everybody's hands go up, way up. Oh my God. As the Preds win game 2 of this first round series against the Vancouver Canucks 4-1 Tuesday night inside Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia. Overall, it didn't feel like the Preds should have won this game, but then again, it didn't feel like the Canucks should have won game 1. Both teams relatively should be up 1-1 overall. The Preds, amazingly, even though they only had 18 shots on Saros, obviously it was more because the Preds blocked like 30 of them. Saros bounced back in a big way, and all of the people that you wanted to perform in this game showed up. This will be a condensed fan reaction, Preds Nation and Canucks fans who have found my channel through word of mouth at my day job, or just finding this because they want playoff content. So where were all of you today when you heard the news that me and Jersey Guy discovered this morning that Thatcher Demko was out for game 2 and possibly the series? I don't know if tonight means the series is over. It certainly doesn't feel like it because the shooters certainly showed up for the Canucks. But the Canucks got to get better goaltending than this moving forward, or else Saros just might steal the series. Maybe they'll start the Smith in game 3. Maybe you go to Svilos. I hope I said that right. Preds also catch another break as Tyler Myers was scratched from this game. And just over a minute in the first, the Canucks faithful in Rogers Arena was trying to get behind their backup goalie to urge him on in this game. But that chant of rooting for Casey DeSmith worked just as well as the wave always usually does for the home team. Forsberg brings the puck out to the blue line inside the Canucks zone, gets his shot off. Former Canuck, yes, remember, for a short time he was a former Canuck, Anthony Beauvillier on the way with the puck, gets a tip on it with O'Reilly in front of DeSmith providing a beautiful screen. It rolls in, and the Canucks faithful get silenced, at least for a time being. Preds up 1-0. Not a lot else going on in the first period, really at all. These two teams only registered 4 shots apiece, but you could see something was happening, that the Preds forwards and defensemen were showing up for Saros as the block shot count went up, and it would proceed in the second and then the third to go up, 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 up. Props to the Canucks. I will give them in the first, second, and third period for creating chances, but the block shots and Saros in net was just stymieing them tonight. The only thing I will take issue with, and it's really minor in the grand scheme of things, was Ryan McDonough's holding call in late in the first period. That was, at best, I don't know what that was, but that wasn't holding, but I can't complain. Preds' power play for the game went 0 for 4, but more importantly, with all the power plays they were giving the Canucks, they kept them over as well. Early in the second period, you could see things were starting to shift, maybe a little bit more in the Preds' favor, creating more of their chances, doing the hard work in a period where, again, these two teams traded shots evenly on a goalie at 8 apiece. Anthony Beauvillier had a partial breakaway, but gets stopped by DeSmith. Scary moment almost 6 minutes into the middle frame. Play is in the neutral zone. Innocent looking at first as Noah Juleson and Cole Smith but bodies together. Clean hit, but the hit made Noah Juleson do a 180 in the air, and if not for the skin of his chinny chin chin, and what I mean is Cole Smith's face guard, it helped him avoid getting cut by Juleson's skate. And the last thing the Preds need is for one of their key fourth line grinders to be out for any length of time. I'm sure Canucks fans would hate to see a Preds player go down like that with a skate cut injury. But hey, enough about that close call negatively. Let's talk about something positive about 30 seconds later. After fighting with a Canucks player behind the Smiths net, Forsberg digs the puck out and gets it over to Gustav Nyquist, gets it back, and he's to the Smiths left. He's got Carson Soucy, who for some reason backs off, and like, if I'm Forsberg and maybe he was thinking this, it's like, okay, if you insist, Carson, let me go in here. Look like I'm going to go back forehand, roofing over the Smiths left shoulder. It's in. Preds with a key extension to their lead, up 2-0. A minute and a half later, the Preds are at it again in the Canucks zone. Anthony Beauvillier drives in. He gets a shot off. And guess who comes in for the rebound? Oh, he's probably been waiting for this moment his entire career as he grew up rooting for this team on the North Shore. That's what locals call it. It's North Vancouver for anybody outside of the lower mainland of BC. Colton Sissons taps it home. His first goal of these playoffs. His first career NHL playoff goal against the team he grew up rooting for. Preds up 3-0. Canucks would get one of those back off of a partial line change, attacking in the Preds zone. Just under 4.5 left to go in the second period. Nikita Zadorov through multiple screens. Alex Carrier. Okay? I know Bruno decided it was okay to not make any line changes and not take you or Lazon out, but put Fabro in, or maybe Cody Glass. But Carrier, you got the second chance. You have to be better defensively. And in that instant when Zadorov got that goal, you gotta let Saros see it. He's been doing great, and you let one get by him. We don't need his confidence to be shaken, and then you guys to let him down again like you did late in game one. After 40 minutes, a little nervous, but a little safer, more comfortable, I was feeling at least, with the 2-goal cushion instead of a 1-goal lead. 3-1 Preds after 40. The third period, low shot quantity for both teams again, despite the fact that the Preds were blocking a whole lot of shots. The Canucks outshot the Preds 6-4 in that final frame. Saros makes a great save on Mikheyev about 90 seconds into that final frame. Then you've got Dakota Joshua, who tries to be a bleep disturber in Saros' crease after a whistle before Luke Shen, who played a great game. Relatively speaking, with how he's played at times this season, he played really good. He defended well, and at times like this with Dakota Joshua trying to get Saros off his game, here comes Shen to push him out of the Preds crease behind the board and tell him what's what. Canucks only have registered 4 shots on Saros through halfway of the third period. Under 6 minutes left to go in regulation, Canucks with another chance, and then Brock Besser gets a chance deep into Saros' kitchen. Saros makes a save as Besser tries after the whistle to try and dig away at a rebound. Oh look! Preds finally see the Canucks offensive zone with about 5 minutes left to go in regulation. It does exist! On that ensuing offensive attack, it's the Preds' first line getting this job done as the Swedish Meatballs and Ryan O'Reilly drive in, and Forsberg goes behind the Smiths net, and of all people, amazingly, it was Quinn Hughes who took him down, and I called tripping, as I'm sure all of you did, literally maybe 1-2 seconds before the refs did. Thankfully, they made the right call. Preds unable to convert and get the insurance goal, but hey, on the plus side, they killed 2 minutes off of the clock. Canucks pulled to Smith with just over 2 minutes left to go in regulation, resulting in a face-off in the Preds defensive zone. Canucks win the face-off, but an aggressive Keither Sherwood fights for the puck, gets it out skates all the way down with it as a Canucks defender is trying to stop him, but at the last possible moment, from an impossible angle, he gets the puck into the net. That's the dagger. This game is over, despite some Preds fans arguing with me when I tweeted about it that a 3-goal lead might not even be safe. No, it was. Final seconds tick down, thanks in part to another Canucks penalty, so the Preds could just play keep away. Horn sounds. We have a tie series at a game apiece. Just like in 2011, it was a tie series after 2 games. Preds went on to lose the next 2. Let's hope it's different this time. Okay, so to quickly summarize, that is the Preds' first road playoff game since April 15th, 2019. That's a total of 1,835 days. That is the Preds' first playoff win overall since May 23rd, 2021 against Carolina. That was game 4. And that's the Preds' first win against the Canucks since February 21st, 2023. They had lost 4 in a row. It had certainly seemed like longer. Now the Preds go home, technically with home ice advantage. Yeah, the Canucks statistically are still the better team, but the Preds will now have last change in 3 of the next 5 games. You would think that would go to your advantage for match adjustments on the ice. I don't still feel confident going with this exact same lineup that was in game 1 and 2 going home. Maybe Bruno decided to do this in Vancouver because he wouldn't get last change. Maybe tweak it. I wouldn't mind seeing Fabro play at home because it's more optical that you could use him in certain situations. I will say, after being disappointed with his performance in game 1, and he didn't show it early, but when he needed to, and in the third, when they needed to kill off this game, Forsberg showed up with a huge goal, and he worked his butt off with Ryan O'Reilly and Gustav Nyquist at times in the third period to make sure the Preds got the win. Now, what's not ideal was how many block shots they had to take to defend Saros' crease. Hey, props though for letting him see the shots. And I was critical when the Preds faced this situation with the Islanders, even though there's a certain person who's watched my videos who thought the Islanders were so much better in that game. I will be fair as fair. In this game, you can't be expecting the rest of this series to be blocking 30, 35 shots in a game and expect to win the series. Eventually, it's going to wear you down and the Canucks are going to take advantage of it. Also, what has been the bread and butter of this team this season? It's its ability to hit. After all, they have a defenseman who now holds the NHL single season record with 383 hits. You can't be having games like tonight where the Canucks out hit you 47-30. That's gotta change when you get back home on Friday. But alas, you did what I knew you could from the outset. It's just not easy to predict how it's going to happen. You got the split, you go home, and at worst, you get the split. Maybe, if we're lucky, you can get both at home and really put pressure on this Canucks team. But hey, everyone, take a deep breath. They're not down 2-0 going home with 2 days off before Friday. And hey, we still have a chance to finally end the streak that is losing game 1 and not winning the series. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click a like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like it. I am happy to see how my subscriber count is climbing this playoffs. I'm glad everyone is enjoying my videos. For anyone who doesn't want to miss on future videos or interact with me during Preds games, make sure to click on the channel name and interact with me on social media platforms. Tell all your friends about Redemption. And last but not least, because he deserves it, UC Saros might be okay after all.